Okay, here we are on day 5. So we ended day 4 again with that very sweetly voiced chord, and the evening and the morning with the 4th day. Now instead of the soloist, the tenor takes over with that same motif, descending minor second followed by the major third. Then let's look at the alto line. Here I'm on page 27, by the way, page 27. And we have the alto go on. Let the waters bring forth abundantly. Right? And here, I mentioned that the opening motif is used to build different melodies. Here it's kind of buried, but it's right in there. Here we start here, it's starting here in the melody. So it's in the middle and the end of the melody rather than in the beginning. So it's a little bit disguised. And then the soprano, same thing. Right there. So getting the first note out of the way. Just like that first page again. Right. Basses are telling us what key we're in, right? E flat major. Just outlining the triad. Couldn't be more basic. Right? And then basses at page 28, third bar, you have that opening motif yourself. Right, and then the basses move on and show us F minor. This is measure 180. And that's the point where the altos and sopranos are talking about the fowls of the air rather than the living creatures in the sea. So it just changes the tonality, the tonal center slightly to introduce that idea. But the tenors bring us back to E flat with this. That's measure 184. And God created great whales. That's you, tenor. You are the great whales. And again, you hear part of the opening page right there. And the tenors go on about the whales as we all. Sopranos at 185 again give us that motif in slow motion now. And then we enter into sort of a D flat major area where the basses now give us that starting at 189. Right? D flat major. And the sopranos. Same motif. Right. And then we come into a kind of an F minor area at 194, where we're saying an every winged thing after its kind. Right? We had F minor before for the birds, now we have it again for the birds. So he's just associating for us that little key change with talking about the birds rather than the other creatures in the sea. And then God said that it was good. We have the little semitone of the opening page. That it was good, right? This just takes that very first part, right? But does it in thirds, major and minor thirds, right? Minor third, then a major third. And then we all do it in thirds, right? Be truthful and multiply, right? That's men and women doing that. And then we do fill the waters. Now we're going contrary motion, creating B flat major for the women, but F minor. Come on, left hand. that's simultaneous. And that same bitonal kind of experience happens all the way to multiply in the earth. And that's the final chord of that section. B flat major in the women's voices, and F minor, or A flat major, but probably F minor in the men. Okay, so we have that for the word earth. And then we take that common tone again to find and the evening and the morning. This time, it's the B flat of the altos. And we change to here. And the morning with the fifth day. And this time he does it in a rocking, gentle, 3 triple time. You see why I don't play the piano in public. So that is the 5th day. So stay tuned for the 6th.